And not too breezy for Florida standards. Former Buck farmhand Reese McGuire with Anthony Alford, and then Billy McKinney for the
starts 11-12, 4.44 the ERA. He's worked a couple of innings and
grew as well. Honda presents the defense. That's Jacob Stallings behind them, at least at the top, for Musgrove.
Yeah, for sure. And Joe coming out,
at least is perceived so. And Musgrove's case, probably both. It literally. With the curve, out to Moran.
Can handcuff a third baseman. A lot of topspin on that ball. You're just hoping
of their development is predicated on another bouncer. That one waist high for Bell.
Strikeouts are sexy and all, but if you can get an out in 3 pitches.
And year after year, among the fewest pitches per inning. And so that many of them may try to be, with time. And he recovers. Lefty speedster atop the order. Then Brian Reynolds with Adam Frazier hitting third.
Until this past offseason where he was traded to these
field from left to right. Guerrero, Bichette, Panic, and Shaw. And Reese McGuire.
I'm looking forward to seeing him get some action out there in center field. And catchers, seems like
former Bucko farmhand Reese McGuire. A little big league time now for Toronto. Chicago, and so these are some of the hard throwers, and there's always guys.
When you're looking at
you get with a runner at first. And a lefty batter up and hitting today. Frazier can score from first. Reynolds home and is going to score.
It wasn't a terrible pitch location wise. I mean, just above the knee on the outer.
So the Pirates up 1-0.
You know where the outfielders are positioned, and you see that halfway or pausing. He knew right away that ball was going to get to the wall.
Fastball at 89. Pirates have a chance to add some more here. In pitchers, then they might be all right offensively. Bronco coming out.
Yeah, I hope people don't forget the kind of numbers he put up. Don't come through with the bases loaded. And
there's Mr. Bases loaded at it again.
There's a lot. That means you're getting a lot of hits in these situations and not wasting any.
The number 7 hitting Stallings. Both runners. Moran's able to get an even bigger lead than usual. Well, Cole's done a couple things in the offseason. Trying to make sure he can hit the ball.
Yeah, I think that's probably the goal for.
He's going to work on this spring. To try. Well, there's that little roller. So softly hit.
He's just up there with 2 strikes trying to make some contact and just hit it right
out. That's going to be it for Chase Anderson. So non-roster invite facing Jared Oliva. Twins, the most previous employer. Mission popped out. Dyson came over as a free agent from Arizona. Goes aerial against Font and into the corner. Oh.
Got to watch that good speed go around second and head towards third.
So 7 Pirates now have already reached.
Well,
83. A bunt. And everyone's going to be. Slam but foul. Here at Lecom Park down the lines. Let's protect folks. That ball was hit very first. And Bell comes Dyson. And Reynolds being 2
doing their job getting on base for Josh Bell, who gets a fastball up.
A great reliever.
As he picked, and Tug McGraw had like a screwball. and so lefties as it does against righties.
Bouncer Guerrero backing up with time. More. Mike Rebello coming up.
You have literally 2 minutes.
Over the, but very big guy either, and some strength right there, like his
Set up an inning double play ball right here. Well, see, now this is a broadcaster. See, already the 4th Toronto pitcher today. Training too, because even if he doesn't break camp with the Pirates, because they've got spring just a little bit more oomph into it, though. That kind of,
think of it like of a boxer, for instance, like before he throws a punch, he's kind of racket. You take it back before you go forward. And so, a guy like Adam Frazier has hardly
50th round pick. You can't even have that anymore.
Wow.
Back in 06. And panic. The Blue Jays. Musgrove was able, but for a 2-month span between those in 17 games, success because the stuff's there too. There's going to be extra bases. McKinney, sons of major league players.
Yeah.
Because you have
going to work his 2nd inning. AAA 3 stuck like a fool against Nolan Ryan. But this guy
just got underneath it.
Made by Colin, and I think he's a little bit frustrated.
Regular year, he'll probably be at the Vlad Jr. Uh-oh. Came from Dad a little bit right there. That's why he plays across the diamond. Change numbers.
Got 10 of those 14.
One. Well, that one straightened out.
He makes a young for that top spin to maybe hit somebody on that boardwalk. And I'm thinking he'll get out of the way. All over everybody.
Shaw. This one Tololos retrieved. We were talking earlier about all the relief depth and Rios.
Man, not really knowing how I wanted to get to where I got last year.
7-5, Pirates lead. The bat here in the bottom of the 6th. Facing TJ Zoik, the pit. I saw his name on the travel roster today. That's about what the dimensions of O'Neill Cruz. Toward the corner. And Tucker is off.
Right on time there. It wasn't an easy pitch to hit. That pitch on the outer.
Jared Oliver struck out twice today. Oliver towards second. No.
Amateur scouting director, and with the Red Sox worked primarily in amateur and international. Will Lawton, we work collaboratively on everything, and to work in 2 places in Boston and Toronto with some really good people, and it's apparent to me how many good people are already here and how many good things are going on it. I think talking to Derek and the staff, there have been a lot of really encouraging things happening. And
7-5 Buccos. And you can check out the Pirates player instruction. There's not one way to do things. It's what benefits
areas as possible, and really to do the same on the professional level.
Yeah. This has got to be a lot.
It is not fully.
Spring.
That has to feel good for him after the long run. It looked like it was tail.
In his 2nd inning of relief, trying to get to know Steve a little bit, and a very keep asking you questions so the Pirates can keep hitting the ball over the wall. Back to back. The Pirates lead 9-5. Day, and he's got a smile as wide as the alligator.
Not great for him, but great for Lolo. And let's check out this pitch.
I touched on it to start, but I think the biggest thing for me that been spending some time with the folks here, obviously Ben is somebody that I've known for a long time. People that I didn't know and hadn't worked with. I just feel really good about the group of people that's here, and the more I get to know the culture and the town, the more excited I am to hopefully do what we're doing.
Cruz right now as a prospect, because a lot of the
I haven't watched them a whole bunch. That's what I was literally saying. That's what I wanted to see. And again, he doesn't look 6'7" when I watched him play over the batter's eye, and because you can see how thin he is. He's not a